Here we have a 2000 Toyota Tacoma Pre-Runner Extended Cab SR5. This vehicle just tripped 119,000 miles. This is a Carfax certified vehicle, clean and clear title in hand. This is a very clean truck, both exterior and interior. Most importantly, undercarriage. We have provided at least 30 undercarriage pictures of every nook and cranny, the entire floor pan, all suspension, fuel rails, everything. And you'll see it's probably the nicest undercarriage for a vehicle of this age. And if you're familiar with the Toyota undercarriages on the Tacomas and 4Runners, you know they do have rust issues. Please view all the photos so you can just see how nice this vehicle is underneath. Now the exterior of this vehicle shows absolutely amazing for the year and miles. I do want to point out in this video that every single panel on this truck is the original panel. None of them have been replaced. As you see, the paint just has a great reflection, very deep color to it. What we did on this Tacoma is a paint correction service, which if you look online, it's a very extensive service performed on vehicles to bring out a new shine to the vehicle. What we essentially did to the entire body of the vehicle to give it a new shine and new paint look is we performed a complete wet sand. Started with 1000 grit sandpaper. After wet sanding the entire body with 1000, we moved up to a 2000 grit sandpaper, followed by a 2500 grit sandpaper. That alone takes a greater portion of an entire day for an experienced wet sander. It's a 2-day process to get the vehicle looking like it does paint wise. After the 2500 wet sand, we complete a full 3M compound on the entire vehicle. What that compound does, it gets out all the swirl marks from the wet sanding, but with compounding that also puts swirls into the clear coat and paint, which that's the purpose of it. And from there we use a stage 1 3M polish, which gets out those swirl marks, and we then do a stage 2 polish on it, and then a final wax. That is called paint correction. If you go on YouTube, you can see our paint correction videos that we have on. We have 3 vehicles here in our shop right now, previous customer vehicles that we are doing that service for. Depending on the type of car, it's about a $600 to $900 service. A lot of people that have faded paint or just an older paint that want that new paint look get it done instead of getting their vehicle painted, and it does absolute wonders. Pretty much taking off the entire first layer of clear coat, taking it off completely, and repolishing the clear coat that's there. So the shine that you see on this vehicle is a true shine. A lot of people will put a wax containing silicone, which gives it a fake shine. It's not the paint that shines, it's the silicone inside of the wax that shines. So it looks great for a few days or even a few weeks. But this right here, this shine is the clear coat. It will stay like this as long as you keep the vehicle clean. And the final wax that we put on it is a wax and paint seal. So it's going to seal a lot of the contaminants from getting into the clear coat. One thing I want to point out on this truck too is the back bumper. Usually they get very rusty. Looks absolutely phenomenal. Bed liner all the way through. Back of it's very, very clean. If you're familiar with these, a lot of times the hinges right here, or excuse me, the hinges have no rust, but a lot of times these gaps, they get water in them and they get really rusty. It's not the case at all. Very, very clean. Underneath the bed liner too, the original bed is very clean. Please take the time to look at all the pictures of the undercarriage so you can just see how clean and nice it is. I rambled on so much about the paint correction, I couldn't pinpoint a lot of the other stuff. Clean and clear lenses all the way around. Front bumper is very, very clean. No hazing in the black rubber bumper at all. Another thing I want to point out on this truck, absolutely brand new Michelin tires. They read 10/32 of an inch. They're brand new. Frame still has the original factory stickers on them. All the suspension you still see has the markings from factory. One of the nicest undercarriages of a Tacoma we have ever had in, and we've had some 19 and 30 and 20,000 mile Tacomas in for this year. So this is an absolute phenomenal find right here. Very clean. All the door jambs and hinges are spotless. Underneath these doors usually get very rusty. There's not one single speck of rust, even premature rust starting. It's absolutely perfect all the way around. So, and that's on the other door as well. No issues whatsoever. Interior is super, super clean. There's zero stains in the carpets. The back portion is very, very clean. No issues whatsoever. A very strong 9.8, 9.9 out of 10. Nothing that needs to get cleaned or serviced or anything. Just very, very clean. Air blows ice cold. We had this vehicle on the lift. We looked at all the under components of it. Everything checked out great. Only thing that we had to do to the vehicle was transmission mounts. They were a little worn out, but very, very clean engine bay. All the seals and everything are absolutely perfect. Very clean. What I'm going to point out right here are all the original issued factory VIN plates that are issued from the factory. Even the dealership can't put them on. So that front fender is 100% original. Front hood, other fender, and down the rest of the vehicle, they all have the factory issued VIN plates. So it's an original vehicle, low miles, absolutely phenomenal condition, brand new Michelins. We'll go ahead and start it up. Show you the underside of this door real quick. Not one single speck of rust. Very, very, very clean. I'm going to have the air on as it's very hot out here. Air blows ice cold. No issues with the air whatsoever. Everything else is very clean. Down to the little details. In these crevices, there's usually a ton of stuff that's almost impossible to get out. Just everything's just very, very clean. It's very well taken care of vehicle. As I said, it just tripped 119. We had it in with 118 and we've used it for a few things. So go ahead and do a few quick drives in it. This is a turnkey vehicle, new tires, brand new Virginia State inspection, which is a very thorough inspection. which is issued by the Virginia State Police Department. So it's very strict. They check all your brakes, make sure you're not leaking any fluids, seat belts, lights. It's a very thorough inspection. The bottom of our eBay listing will show exactly what's inspected on it. Go ahead and do a full acceleration on the vehicle. When you're hard on the brakes, there's no shimmy of the wheel, no issues at all there. Transmission is very smooth.